In this next video, I'm showing you how to fill out the introduction section of your outline, and we'll also go over how to do the topic sentences for your body paragraphs. Let's start with the thesis statement. The thesis statement is the most crucial sentence of the essay because it tells your reader exactly what the entire essay will be about. The good news is we can use the essay topic here to help us craft this sentence. The essay is about how not everything is what it seems in the short story 11 and the novel Coraline or the Graveyard Book. To help you write your thesis, we're going to borrow right from this sentence. First, there is a typo that someone in another period pointed out. I'm really sorry about that. Please let's correct this so we don't make this mistake later on. His name is Neil Gaiman, so let's get rid of that I. I'm sorry about that. All right, now we're going to highlight everything from the all the way to the N in Gaiman. Hit Control C to copy. And then we are going to go down here and we're going to paste it in this box, the one that says thesis statement. So make sure you're in the right section. I accidentally grabbed the period, so I'm going to delete that. Now let's make a couple quick adjustments. Since this is the beginning of a sentence, let's capitalize that T. And then it says the theme of not everything is what it seems apply to the short story. We want to make that applies. Let's just add the word because. Let's spell it correctly. And as you can see, you need 3 reasons to support this thesis. So 3 reasons would be 3 examples of how not everything is what it seems in our texts. I'm going to pick 3 examples. I have to represent both texts. So you have to pick 2 from 11 and 1 from the Gaiman novel, or 2 from the Gaiman novel that your class read and 1 from 11. So I'm going to pick 2 from Coraline because the stone, the snow globe, and Rachel, that's my 11 pick, are different than expected. I'm going to add different than expected to the end of my sentence just to make the whole thing flow and wrap up the thesis. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to color code my thesis. It'll help me visually track my ideas, and that'll come in handy when we do a final check on our whole essay on Tuesday. So let's go over the stone. I'm going to highlight that or whatever, change the color to red. I'll make the snow globe blue. And I'll make Rachel purple up here, or pink, whatever that color is. Okay, really important note, you can use my same 3 examples, but please make sure that you can write your own individual paragraph about it, because it's on you. So if you don't think you can, get up, walk around the room to the chart paper hanging on the boards or the easel somewhere, I forget where they are now, okay, and they should give you some ideas for examples. But remember, you need to pick 2 from one story and 1 from another. So everything needs to be represented. Okay, and remember at period 2, instead of this saying Coraline, it would say the Graveyard Book. Okay, so now we have the thesis. Before we finish the introduction, let's go ahead and do our topic sentences for our 3 body paragraphs. Okay, so each body paragraph needs to have the same types of things. We need to have a transition word like first, to start, second, last, finally. I'm really simple. I like words like first, second, last. Also, each topic sentence needs to tell the name of the text you're pulling your example from. And then obviously you need to list the example and finish off your sentence. So this was mine. First in the novel Coraline, my transition, the name of the text, and obviously my first example, the stone. is not what it seems. Again, I'm color coding. Okay. You may use these words is not what it appears to be. I'm letting you have that. Okay. For the second body paragraph, I already forgot. I wrote about the snow globe. So again, my transition word is second. In the book Coraline, I changed it up a little bit. The snow globe is different than presented. I am saying the same things. Things are not what they seem. I am just rephrasing it so it sounds a little different and everything is not totally the same. And here, last in the short story 11, Rachel is not what she seems. So you should have those sentences done. I'm going to go back up. We're going to go, oh, sorry, I went too far. We're going to go back up to the introduction. I'm going to work on the hook now. So your hook is the sentence that grabs your reader's attention. I have a slide here, so you should maybe pause the video so you can see all the different examples. Of course, it's not coming up. Here we go. All the different examples of hooks. For this story, maybe for this essay, one of the easier ones would be a question. So some type of an open-ended question that helps the reader or gets the reader thinking. So it could be something like, have you ever been in a situation where you expect one thing to happen and something else happens? I'm going to go with an anecdote, which is a short story or a short sentence or just kind of information about me, which aims to make the listeners laugh, or I'm going to have the readers ponder or think about a topic. So my anecdote is how my last name is Robertazzi, so I often get confused for an Italian person, but really I am Spanish and I speak Spanish fluently, and this stuns people often. So I am just going to say, often people think that I am Italian because of my last name. However, I am actually Spanish and speak Spanish fluently. I'm going to add to this, which shocks them. Okay, that's my hook. Do not spend tons and tons and tons of time thinking about a hook. Again, if you just want to use the question, something like, have you ever experienced something that wasn't what you thought you were going to experience? It wasn't what it seems. That's perfect. The last sentence we're going to write for the introduction is going to be this bridge. A bridge connects the hook to the thesis. So, in other words, my introduction is going to say, often people think I'm Italian because of my last name. However, I'm actually Spanish and speak Spanish fluently, which shocks, I don't like which shocks them, which shocks those that are not, expecting it. The theme, and then I can't go from this sentence, which shocks those that are not expecting it. The theme of not everything is what it seems doesn't make sense. It's not really smooth. So I have to bridge them together. I'm just going to use this sentence to bridge my two sentences together. My experience proves that I am not what I seem, and this is often found in fiction. Then the theme of not everything what it seems. It connects it, and it makes it sound a little bit smoother. So by the time you're done with this video, you should have your first paragraph completely done and your topic sentences done.